places for him, but I don't know what it'll be. Hi, thanks so much for joining me in another vlog. This documents a weekend that we all spent together in August when we attended an event called Helsmoot, which is run by the group Asatru UK. I hope you enjoy it. Total chaos. I've got no idea what the time is, but I'm fed up already. Onwards and upwards. So, mega high winds. Lost the gazebo this morning. Everything got chucked on the floor. What a mess. Luckily our lovely neighbours got some like ratchet straps, so my gazebo's now ratcheted down. As you can hear, it's mega windy, so I'm going to spend a bit of time in here getting tidied up, and hopefully we'll open for trading this afternoon. It's a bit carnage, to be honest. There's gazebos and things all over everywhere, so I think we're all just going to have to do the best we can. How come the generator's changed thingy?
Sorry?
How come the generator's changed pitch?
I took a peek at it.
Oh, I see.
Just to speed up the charging process for everything.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, the cook set. The cook set all that. Yeah.
Daisy. Stop it.
I like the gold there. Yeah, isn't it?
Do you know about the Gullgubber? They're, I was just explaining to another lady, they're tiny little pieces of gold foil that were found in, I think predominantly it's places in Sweden, and they believe they were like offerings. And they're tiny little things. They're only like, I don't know, a couple of centimetres, or, you know, like, and they depict either like a man and a woman, or a man with a cup, or, you know, all sorts of various, and they're just fascinating. So you know, obviously for the archaeological record, someone has, you know, drawn all these out, so I took a look at them and then sort of picked out the ones that I liked and redrew them in my style. So yeah, it was so much fun to do. But yeah, they're you know, when you want to go down an internet rabbit hole, they're
yeah. Okay. Look here now. Running game. How often do you traditionally normally fixate?
Obviously things to note with these, after we've done these we're going to set the alarm and then they'll set.
when we go to light them, we need to start lighting them about 5 minutes prior to being needed to use them. Every time they catch light. Once they are alight,
This is everybody getting their orders for the opening ceremony. Throughout the course of the weekend, we didn't film that much of the ritual activity, mostly because we were all participating. But I do know that if you want to see a more in-depth video, that if you go to the Asatru UK YouTube channel, that they are posting up videos of the ceremonies, so you can watch them properly there. Also, just quickly, the words that we're chanting, Gunther and Seidrblót, is invoke the gods in Old Norse.
Gunther and Seidrblót. I'm gonna say well done. Seidrblót. Gunther and Seidrblót.
You come from the south where they're all airy-fairy. I come from the north where we're big and scary. I teach kids to be Romans, and it's fucking great. When I see people like you, it's time to decimate. As I said, we're big and hard, and that includes the nipples. And other parts that turn women.
And I think this is the moment where I explain that flyting is a battle of words. So there are some rules. You have to avoid certain subjects. It has to be respectful to a point, but it generally ends up being very, very funny.
All the way down there, down in the south. Look at him with his little tiny vegan mouth.
So I should probably explain that all the fun and games is the kindred games. So there's a confederation of heathen kindreds. Every kindred that wants to and is able to participate can join in. They do all sorts of different battles together. You've seen Flyting, this is Tug of War, there's football, there's archery, there's cub, there's taffle, there's all sorts of stuff going on, and ultimately someone is a winner, and whoever that winner is generally makes everybody else know it for the entire year until everybody gets a chance to do battle again. Having a break. Oh, you can tell I'm out in the weather. I've got my gardener's nose. Ooh, hey, what's up? Gunther's a bit hot. Well, so far we've had storms, winds, we've had masses of rain, and it's now, what, 5:30? And the sun is shining and it's really lovely. So all of today's events or main bloats are happening this evening. There's a veterans bloat happening in half an hour, and also the Helsblót, which is, oh, I'm erring again, Helsblót, which is the ritual that's to consecrate and dedicate the god pole to the goddess Hel is this evening. It's not until 10 o'clock because Hel is a goddess of the afterlife, the underworld, death. Helheim is where those of us who do not die in battle move off of this mortal realm into the next one, so it seems to be more appropriate to do it late on in the evening. I'm going to film as many as possible, so you can get an idea of the kind of things that we do. One of the offerings that's been suggested for Hel is writing a letter to people that we've lost, to loved ones that are no longer with us, and they'll be burnt in the fire in the Vey and offered up to Hel. So I know some of us in the family have written our letters and things, so we'll be offering those up this evening. Right. Poor old Gunther's being irritated by the grass here. He's a bit sensitive and he's got antihistamines, and we've got bits and pieces for him, but I don't know what it can't work. He's allergic to biting insects, so he has he's got medication that he can, you know, that we've given him, but we've had this mat down, and of course, does he lay on the mat? No, he lays on the grass that just continues to irritate him. So he's got a really pink belly, bless him, and he, as you can see where he's licking, he's kind of balded himself. So he's most unimpressed. He's just had another antihistamine, so hopefully he'll feel a bit more comfy. So anyway, I'm not sure how much of this waffle I will include because, like I said, I'm still not kind of used to talking on the camera, but yeah, I just thought I'd let you know what was going on whilst I was actually here, because I'm trying to remember to film, but I'm really busy because I've been running my stall, which I realise I haven't actually taken a picture of laid out, and I've sold lots and lots of pieces, so even if I do a video, it's not going to look the same. See you some other time.
Quick! March! We are weird and woven.
On the web we are weird and woven.
By the gods we are picked and chosen.
By the gods we are picked and chosen.
By destiny bound to our fates.
By destiny bound to our fates.
That we cannot alter or change.
That we cannot alter or change.
This ritual is in honour of those who still fight and love forward and continue to fight. Weapons up! About turn! I can see. Viva Bernieros! Viva Bernieros! Je n'ai même pas caraqué! Je n'ai même pas caraqué! El halen belifa! El halen belifa! Lägg gear free! Lägg gear free! Kom on någonstans och coffee! Kom on någonstans och coffee! Imma fulla kaj! Imma fulla kaj! Barkar inte kos We call to the deities, to the ocean banner, and you know how. We remember those who have fought, their minds scarred. Those who have seen terrible things. those who can never truly leave the battlefield behind, kept awake at night, scarred, triggered by the smallest of things. The wounds you cannot see cut the deepest. Watch over all of those veterans who are marked in such a way. Hail Odin! Hail Odin!
To the warriors in Odin's hall, the Heathen, Berserker, Einherjar, and the fallen warriors of Valhalla, we hail you. Hail Valhalla! Hail Valhalla!
Our Lady, our golden vanadis, the one who looks after the fallen, who does have the first pick. She is a warrioress, and let's not forget this. She who opens our heart to those who need it the most, who have fallen or who are troubled. Hail Freya!
Hail Freya!
Keep them ready. Hail Freya!
Hail Freya!
Hail Odin!
Hail Odin!
Hail Freya!
Hail Freya!
May you watch over our fallen, as they did not return home, but those that did, keep them well. Hail Odin!
Hail Odin!
Hail Freya!
Hail Freya!
Feanzofala, 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 Feanzofala,
The hilt of his choice. The king and the other hild were distraught.
Hild, scrap it!
It's probably not a bad thing that these next few clips are out of focus, because someone is about to put their hand into their trousers. It's not theirs, it's for the play.
He decided to take them to the house of his mum, his lovely mum, Queen Eagleby. The sexiest of all Jotun women. Tell us your ideas. Okay. He saw a mighty warrior called Aaron. He looked at Aaron and decided that in a very heterosexual way he was the most beautiful man he'd ever seen. You're fucking gorgeous!
Get off me, you dirty man!
And now that he was a Draugr, a terrifying Viking zombie,
I'm gonna chop your head off and put it in your arse crack!
this man here had been tied up before. And he knew how to get out of bondage.
I bet he did.
And whilst they were having their brew, he snuck up behind them. And he killed them. Kapow! Boom! He killed them with his mighty piece.
meetings at 5.
We'll take the newsletter and we explained that the teams were growing, and that's come to fruition. This year we've seen our community support team form, the events team who have worked like absolute troopers. So can I get a hail for them?
What is my kindred doing? Nothing. What would you like to know? Don't mind us.
Just playing Buckaroo on Derby. It's fine.
Bothered me head, right?
You're looking gorgeous.
So here we are at the sacred space. If you've seen my other videos, you'll be familiar with the Vey because it follows the same sort of format. All the gods that are represented here have their own altars and they're all in a circle so that you can leave offerings, and they're all decorated with things that we might associate with those gods. So you've seen Suna, there's Jordan, Earthus, Heimdall, Skadi, Balder, this is Idun here, and then Sigyn. Followed by her husband Loki. Obviously Tyr. Ulla. Sif. And Thor is the first of the god poles in this Vey. The next is Hel, who is the goddess that we were venerating. So this is the new god pole. And Odin, or Woden, who was the first god pole that was venerated with the Grimnir's Blót, which I have already done a video on, which was a few years ago now. And also Freya. The plan is that eventually there'll be multiple god posts to create like a wooden circle. So we've got Frey here. Ran. Then Frigg. Njord. And Marnie. And this is the view out of the Vey towards the fields where the camping and the events took place. You can just see a little bridge which crossed over a stream, which is very lovely, but a bit difficult at times because there were lots of people to get into the sacred space.
Yeah, I like the little sounds
Exactly the same lot doing.
The spirits of this wonderful site who have hosted us this weekend. Once we've done that, a few little announcements. Then we'll get on with the main ritual, taking the gods out of the Vey. At the end of the ritual, this goes back to being a mundane space. Okay, so we call to the ancestors, ancestors of kith, ancestors of kin, ancestors of blood, ancestors of influence, ancestors known and unknown, all those who have gone before us. We are the result of your lives and your loves, and without you, we would not be. Your memory lives on through us, as it will live on through our descendants. Hail to the ancestors!
Hail to the ancestors!
We call to the wights and spirits of this place, you who have hosted us so well this weekend in this beautiful, beautiful setting. We hope that we have been good guests in your home. We swore at the very consecration that we would leave nothing but footprints and take nothing but memories. As we leave this site, we renew that vow to you, spirits of this place. We will leave this place tidy, clean, as we found it, as is only right as heathens. Hail to the spirits of this place!
Hail to the spirits of this place!
I now call upon Kane, Chair of the Confederation.
Thank you everyone for this amazing and warm welcome. Well, for all of you who don't know, my name's Kane. I'm the chairman for the Confederation of UK Heathen Kindred. Now this year, instead of participating, I've actually been hosting the Kindred Games. And furthermore, what an honour that has actually been to do that for the first time. How fucking proud I am of each and every one of you in these games.
So well, unfortunately, because I was only recording on my phone, I'm afraid you can't really hear what Kane is saying, but Kane is the chairman of the Confederation of Heathen Kindreds in the UK, so if you're in the UK and you're interested to find out whether or not there are groups of people who get together on a regular basis, the Confederation is the website or Facebook page, don't know which, to check. So yeah, and the Kindred Games, as you've already seen in the video, take part throughout the weekend, and he's just doing the results now.
Although this means everyone, the 2024 champion of the Confederation is Northwest!
Special announcement that needs to be made. My co-Goathy, very good friend.
So what's happening here is that the members of a UK committee and officers and people that help out running these events, they honour people who are regularly involved and often do an awful lot more than they're expected to. So rather than listen to this, which I guess a lot of it is very personal to the group and the people there and the person that's being honoured, basically, you know, it's an opportunity for everybody to say how great these individuals are. It's a really nice way to kind of formally say thank you so much for all the things that you do, because every person that dedicates their time and their energy to these things, it's all done on a voluntary basis. Nobody receives a wage, nobody gets any kind of remuneration or reward other than making these things happen for their community. So people come forward and they generally make some pretty awesome stuff, and kitty will go round and money will be put towards things that they know that those individuals will like. Sedge is basically about to receive some totally awesome gifts, so I guess what I'll do is probably just edit it out so you can see the things that he's received.
Was his natural. May his name live forever. Helsmoot! 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 Good picture of Jack. But wait, there's more.
Bring forth the ship of the dead! At the start of our festival, we called in our deities, honoured them one by one. We will now say farewell, one by one.
So what's happening here is the offerings that have been gifted to the gods throughout the course of the weekend, the food and various other bits and pieces are all being placed into a vessel. So this time round it's a boat, and anything that is burnable, one of the things that you're asked when you give offerings is that they're natural materials, or their food that, you know, or drink, etc. They'll biodegrade. So the drinks are poured away, and then anything that can be burnt is burnt, and then the ashes from the ceremonial fire that's been burning in the Vey all weekend will then be kept and collected, and then those can be used in the next ceremony that happens.
Hail Thor! Hail Thor! Hail and farewell! Hail farewell!
So that happens pretty much on repeat for every god and goddess that's present at the Vey. As you can imagine, that takes quite some time, so I do know that the ritual team are try and see if they can streamline things a little bit more, because people who are observing rather than participating, it does mean that they end up standing around for quite a long time, so we're trying to see if there's a better way to do things.
Hail to Sith!
Hail Sith!
Hail and farewell!
Hail and farewell!
that's it. This is us just stopping for a sandwich and a break halfway home. We didn't have far to travel, so just a couple of hours. And lovely Gunther doing some dribbly drooling over the sandwiches. So thanks a lot, and hopefully I'll see you in the next one. Bye.